Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's start off light, man.
Here we go. 180. I don't think you got it, sir.
Oh, okay. It's a nice little defensive set.
No.
Let me get up out of that.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It is.
Wentz now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Sanders.
He got off that block
running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right.
Oh, he overthrew the shit out of my boy.
Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, I hate run.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D. Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's supposed to run.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
That shit just threw that shit in there. Ah, shit. I should have squeezed that shit. You said no music. Oh, I'm going to game chat data. Yeah, I saw that mic moving.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Yeah, there you go.
26. Now the Georgia Southern man.
Oh, get out of here.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
White. 13. Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo.
Oh, why he reached for it like that?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I thought he was going to knock that
15
shit
for the
out.
Niners there to first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are big tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, here's Breida. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Sherman.
And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Good shit.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one is right down Broadway. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
81. New draw Corpus.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And now there's a scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo gives
that fucking block.
into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, he came with that motherfucker untouched. What the fuck?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mike, check, 59.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
74, 74. 40.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Key 8. Watch the 56 to Mike, boys.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal.
Ooh.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Hey, check. 21.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
47 Mike.
Garoppolo on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco. Here we go.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun. Garoppolo.
He dropped it. Oh, this dumbass nigga.
Now it's 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I got you. 21. 31's the mic. Here we go. 31's the mic. Hey, exit. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get 12, fellas. Here we go. I can't believe they let you play.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Good shit, Sherman.
50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw
oh my fucking God.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's
I
intercepted.
Did some bullshit.
Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I did not love it. I did not love it. Only about a touchdown. I did some bullshit.
Offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play
McLeod, that was
I
good.
think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo.
It's to the crib, Sid.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49
Lord
yards
have
away.
mercy. Oh, wow.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
Come here.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Breida.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Here's Breida. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
Good shit, sure.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. SOS. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing his Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
I gotta be a foot.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Sanders. Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Sunday. Let's find 7.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Come on, let's go. Sunday.
Wentz on the give to Sanders.
Fight for that.
Couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Straight 15. General West. Hey, check 24. Great. He's coming. 61. Matchbox lights.
Wentz. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Ramsey breaking that shit fast as hell.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Sunday.
Now Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Oh, get it. Let's go, Sean.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he takes this
fellas.
Into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go.
And my goodness, another interception.
This shit, Malcolm.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
This shit, Malcolm.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or
takeaway.
Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz.
I keep doing that bullshit.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
25 yards that time.
Hell of a fucking pass.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 31's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be
Oh, he
complete to
stayed him
Breida.
down. That's wild.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I didn't even realize it was just a wild pass. Oh, shit.
It's a gain of a yard,
oh, I
it'll
just
set
stole
up
on that.
2nd and goal.
I just stole
Well, they certainly had
on
success
that.
throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down and goal.
Good shit, Maddox.
A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good shit, Maddox. No more dumb
What a
plays from me.
nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Now Sanders. And he'll take this
said what?
close to about the 45.
Oh.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's get off the field. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, Rip 5-2, come here. Tighten up. Bravo. 59. Two jet. Check, 59. I don't even know why this team showed. 4 Tokyo. Under 10.
To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Niners' 46-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot.
I know you saw that day.
And then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I had to.
So for Philadelphia,
had to hold him real quick.
He
got some bullshit on.
To 12-2 on the year, and they'll get to stay home
again
the
commissioner
next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
What happened?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I held that nigga under 50. That nigga Jimmy Garoppolo had 1 passing yard. Oh, no, that's 1 rushing yard. I'm tweaking.